Welcome back to One TV. We are joined by Shelby County Division of Public Works Director Cliff Norville. And we have today's topic of the day, some big construction that's going on in neighborhoods. Talk to me about how you decide to choose a project.
Well, there's several things that we kind of guide our discussions on. One, when you look at a building, we can't afford to renovate buildings all that often, obviously, but we do kind of keep track of the last time that we did a major renovation. But two, the infrastructure in the building, the air conditioning, the lighting, the plumbing, alarm systems, fire suppression systems, those things have a fixed lifespan, and so we monitor all of those systems in our support services department. And when things are nearing the end of their useful life, we start raising a flag. Now, when we renovate buildings, the county sort of adopted a policy several years ago of trying to address everything at one time. And so when we go in and put our hands on a building, we renovate it from top to bottom. And a good example of that is the Shelby County Administration Building, the Basco Smith Building. We renovated it between 2012 and 2015, bottom to top, and so we shouldn't have to touch it for a while.
Tell me about the Youth Justice and Education Center. That's a big deal for us.
It is. Most people are maybe familiar with the Juvenile Court facility that's on Adams Street. I'm not sure if they know all the history. The original section of the building actually was built back in 1935. What? And it was added on to about 4 times. And the whole issue is that it was never really designed for its current function. It actually was part of an old Christian Brothers University college campus back in the 30s when they first came to town. And so since it was not designed for this function, we've had to adapt it. And honestly, it doesn't serve the function very well. And so that led the county to purchase this facility that is on Old Getwell. And it actually was designed and operated as a detention facility for years. But then the owner of that property ceased operations for about a decade, and so the county was able to purchase it. It met all of our functions, and all of our shareholders were very interested in that property. And so we've been constructing it for the past 2 years. It is going to provide a lot of amenities. There will be bedrooms for about 140, which is greater than what we currently have. There are a dozen classrooms, which we do not have in our current facility. There will be a full-service kitchen and cafeteria. One of the best features is that it's on a 10-acre piece of property, and so there's lots of outdoor space, which we absolutely do not have at the current location. There's ball fields, indoor and outdoor basketball courts, and so it just offers a much better application for its function.
Yes, much more humane. Talk to me about the timeline on construction.
Well, as I said, we've been underway on construction for the past almost 2 years, and construction is actually coming to a close. We were impacted just like everyone else in terms of the supply chain issues and all of that. Fortunately, our contractor had good vision. He tried to purchase as many of the raw materials in advance of a lot of the shortages, and when we were able to find what we needed, we scarfed it up very quickly to keep the project moving. But like I said, the construction is really coming to a close, and now it'll be an issue of hiring the new staff for the facility and getting all of the different partners who are going to be working in the facility trained on the facility before it can operate. That responsibility really is going to fall on the sheriff and the juvenile court. This is their facility. Public Works just coordinated the renovation of the site, but that's something that I'm not really in control of.
Okay. Well, thanks for all the updates, things I never even knew, the history behind what you do and some of the buildings in our community. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
All right, we'll be right back.